Microsoft flipped on Shiba Inu coin. Big partnership revealed. It's been a crazy period for Shiba Inu coin lately. Between the not-quite announcement of the doggy dollar finally being listed on Robinhood, the price spiking and dropping, SHIB the metaverse, and many, many more. Amidst all of this, I think we all have to remember just how many platforms and services now involve Shiba Inu coin as a listed cryptocurrency or a payment method. But now, the latest rumbling suggests that Microsoft, which has traditionally been pretty down on the puppy penny, has now flipped the script and a big partnership is being revealed. So what kind of partnership is happening with Shiba Inu coin? What's the story with Microsoft, and what can you expect to see happen with the price of SHIB in the near future? Well, as always, I'm going to do my very best to answer these questions and much, much more. But by all means, do remember that the best way to keep yourself informed of any developments in this sector is simply to subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to ring that bell for notifications either, so that way you'll never miss a single scrap of important news or rumors that can help you get an edge on the market. Also, please keep in mind, I'm not a professional financial advisor. I'm just a reporter of some useful news and some interesting rumors. So be vigilant with your own investments and remember that there's always a measure of risk. With that said though, and if you're finished subscribing, I think it's safe for us to dive right in. Well, first, a look at the price of SHIB. It's not been a good week for SHIB. No two ways about it. The coin has definitely had better days in the last month alone, not to mention its all-time high of 80 millions of a dollar. But of course, not all is lost. However, the price at the time of making this video is a wimpy 20 millions of a dollar. You might remember that SHIB spent the last few weeks hovering around the mid 20 to 30 millions range while we were all waiting for something to happen. Then several things happened, but instead of the price staying on an upward trajectory, instead it has begun to drop as more and more of a bearish attitude begins to take over. However, something could be coming that would turn the fortunes around for the long term. Microsoft then, and it's clear that the software giant is no stranger to the world of cryptocurrency. It's shown a keen interest in the space over the years, having adopted Bitcoin as far back as the middle of the 2010s. It's also built partnerships with other cryptocurrency companies like Consensus, which is heavily involved in Ethereum. Of course, we're here primarily to talk about SHIB though, and if possible, a partnership with Microsoft for the doggy dollar. Now, most people are aware that Microsoft has never been a particularly huge supporter of Shiba Inu. In fact, the mainstream opinion was for the longest time that Shiba Inu was a silly little joke, a meme coin based on another meme coin, Dogecoin. However, over the last few months, we have seen that position radically turned around on a large scale, as more and more projects and partnerships have come to the direction of SHIB. The Oshiverse, as an example, is an upcoming play-to-earn video game that I'm really looking forward to. Not only because of the play-to-earn structure, but also because of the inclusion of NFTs. PlaySide is working on the Oshiverse game alongside ex-Activision Vice President William Volk. The game will primarily take the shape of a trading card game. But, like games like Splinterlands and its peers, it'll also have items that will enhance the game as well as thousands of NFTs that can be purchased. I think there's been some pushback to the whole issue, now that people are finally starting to comprehend what NFTs are. Of course, the reality is, whenever a hot new technology trend like this emerges, particularly one involving money, people bury their heads in the sand and reject it as a fad. People then realize what the thing is in the following phase, and then they turn up their noses and behave as though they aren't interested. Let's not forget that this happened with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general at first, so there's nothing to be concerned about when it comes to those viewpoints, as everyone is currently attempting to board the crypto train while the sun is still shining. Now, another advantage of the Oshiverse game is that it will assist Shiba Inu in resolving the issues produced by its massive supply. As I previously stated, the current circulating supply is approximately 550 trillion tokens. Now, this does not include coins that are now out of circulation due to staking, and it's a supply that's simply too large to see any significant expansion. If such a token were to reach even 1 cent in value, it would generate 1 million new billionaires and have a market capitalization greater than the whole crypto space, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. If the price ever reached $1, the market cap would be more than the entire world's gross domestic product, posing a major threat to human civilization. Consider this. Even now, with the world of trade as it is, obtaining a single Bitcoin is still quite difficult. And as a result of this relative scarcity, the coin has risen to a price of around $40,000. It used to be almost $70,000, but the slump in January happened and Bitcoin is now bouncing back. Because there simply isn't enough to go around, everyone wants a piece of the action. Shiba Inu, on the other hand, has enough tokens for every human alive today, including infants, to have roughly 60,000 each. Of course, that's only a few dollars right now, but that's besides the point. The supply situation must be addressed. Oshiverse will also help with this effort by allowing users to burn $100 in SHIB in exchange for the ability to give their Shiboshis unique names. This will undoubtedly bring more users to the project, as NFTs are more popular than they've ever been before. Other things that have really benefited SHIB include the fact that it can now be used as a payment method for so many things now. You may recall me saying this in a previous video, but Newegg, the PC and technology shopping site, publicly stated that they would accept Shiba Inu as a payment method, and AMC Theaters also announced that they would be accepting SHIB as a payment method as the world finally begins to open up again. Both of these are absolutely fantastic, especially if you're a tech geek who enjoys movies. But many people believe Shiba Inu needs to be used in the real world if it's to be taken seriously as a currency and shed its meme coin stigma. Mover and Coinjar, two firms that provide crypto-based credit cards to users and allow them to be topped up with different types of cryptocurrency, have both stated that SHIB is accepted as a valid method of topping up the cards. Just consider what that implies for a moment. That means you can pay using either Mover's Visa or Coinjar's MasterCard if you want to buy something. With the ability to top up with SHIB, your SHIB tokens can now be used to pay for groceries, gasoline, clothing, hotels, nights out, movie tickets, and a variety of other items. Actually, it means that Shiba Inu currency can now be used to pay for almost anything. This is something that people should be aware of since it has a potential to change everything in an instant. With all that in place, it's not a surprise that so many people are beginning to take SHIB seriously as more than just a meme coin, which could explain the sudden emergent Microsoft news. The tech titan has been very active on Twitter lately, and some recent tweets could be big news for the SHIB army. The official Microsoft account recently tweeted out, joking about two dogs that are using its business communication platform, MS Teams. The tweet read as follows: "There are two types of dogs on Teams meetings." This sent altcoin followers into a frenzy, especially when another tweet followed up saying Teams meetings are better when there are dogs involved. Many people have begun to speculate, and with some validity, that the dogs in question refer to Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, the biggest dog-based cryptocurrencies in the world today. Plenty of people are quick to read the tea leaves and attribute almost anything dog-related mentioned by a technology company as being about doggy altcoins. But Microsoft could seriously be considering a partnership. Of course, Microsoft has made no secret of its intentions to get into the metaverse space, and as cryptocurrencies and metaverses tend to go together like dogs in public parks, there's not really any reason to imagine that this won't then involve some form of cryptocurrency. Remember that it was recently announced that Shiba Inu holders will be able to use their currency on Shiba lands in SHIB the metaverse. Since synergy is key to succeeding in this space at the moment, there's every reason to speculate that Microsoft might actually adopt the canine currency, and maybe Dogecoin too, for use in conjunction with the software giant's own upcoming metaverse. Now obviously, such a thing would only once again add further legitimacy and application to the doggy dollar, and that would drive up the price. Most of us who hold SHIB are just waiting for that fateful day that we look into our wallets and see that the millions of tokens we hold have become worth a cent, or even close. That would make a lot of people very rich, and the SHIB army is faithfully holding on to the currency as much as they possibly can, dreaming of that day. With more and more burn projects coming, visible on shibburn.com, the likelihood of the price bouncing back and rallying again becomes only more and more likely. So, are you still holding SHIB? How much and for how long? Let me know in the comment section below, and like this video if you enjoyed it. Again, also make sure that you subscribe to this channel with notifications on to make sure you never miss out on the news, rumors, and hot tips that can get you the edge of the market. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.